Today we're talking into one of nature's most powerful and destroyer forces, hurricanes. Have you ever asked yourself how these massive storms form or why they even exist? Stick around today, we'll know about the most powerful hurricanes and why they even exist. Hey everyone, welcome back to Let Me Know. Hurricanes start over warm ocean waters, where heat and moisture rise into the atmosphere. As this happens, the winds start swirling around a center, creating the storm we know as a hurricane. But why do they get so big and dangerous? Well, as they move over more warm water, they pick up even more energy, turning into powerful storms that can cause huge damage when they hit land. Let's begin with Hurricane Ida. In August 2021, the United States faced a storm, especially Louisiana, that quickly turned into a powerful hurricane known as Hurricane Ida. With wind speeds reaching up to 150 miles per hour, this hurricane went towards the Louisiana coast, smashed everything in its path, forced 1 million citizens to leave their homes. The hurricane caused catastrophic disaster, destroyed streets, and made many homes disappear. And the hurricane didn't stop in Louisiana. Its impact spread to New Jersey, and New York also suffered from this hurricane. By the end of the week, these areas experienced further flooding, leading to over 50 fatalities and property damage. The financial loss from hurricane estimated around $65 billion, making it one of the costliest hurricanes in history because it suddenly got without any warning. The government made a remarkable effort to help rebuild the affected neighborhoods. In September 1999, the Pacific hurricanes brought a formidable force to bear. Typhoon Bart forming in the Philippine Sea, Bart rapidly with wind speeds reaching up to 160 miles per hour, making it one of the most dangerous typhoons ever to attack Japan. When Bart hurricane arrived landfall on September 20th, it unleashed devastating effects. The timing matched with extreme weather conditions, causing strong winds and heavy rain. That led to massive flooding and destroy. Many cities and coastal areas suffered catastrophic damage as rising waters swept away homes and streets, leading to completely destroyed the infrastructure. Typhoon Bart did loss of 50 lives and left hundreds injured. The economic losses were massive, with damages estimated at around $5 billion. In 1992, Florida was hit by Hurricane Andrew. Recognized as one of the most powerful hurricanes ever to strike the United States, Andrew began as a normal tropical storm before rapidly escalating to a Category 5 hurricane, with wind speeds reaching 165 miles per hour. When Andrew made landfall in Florida on August 24th, the consequences were catastrophic. The storm targeted the Miami-Dade area, where powerful winds go through neighborhoods, causing widespread destruction. Trees were uprooted, homes were leveled, and the infrastructure suffered extensive damage. Within hours, vibrant communities were reduced to rubble. Hurricane Andrew took the lives of 65 people and left thousands homeless. The economic impact was estimated at about $26.5 billion, making it one of the costliest hurricanes at that time. Local industries were also severely affected, with many businesses struggling to recover after the storm. In October 2005, Hurricanes Wilma swept through the Caribbean and parts of the United States. This storm formed in the Atlantic, quickly becoming one of the most powerful hurricanes ever recorded, with wind speeds reaching 185 miles per hour. When Wilma arrives the Caribbean islands, the hurricane hit Cuba and Mexico, making huge damage wherever it went. As Wilma approached Florida, local and state authorities were on high alert. Thousands were evacuated as a precaution, but the hurricane hit hard on October 24th, unleashing powerful winds and torrential rain, causing massive flooding. Many homes were submerged, and infrastructure suffered extensive damage. Economic losses were estimated at around $20 billion. Hurricane Wilma resulted in the loss of 35 lives in the U.S. alone, alongside numerous injuries. In late October 1998, Hurricane Mitch begins through Central America, marking one of the worst natural disasters in the region's history. This fatal hurricane formed in the Caribbean Sea, with winds reaching 180 miles per hour, leading to an unparalleled catastrophe on the coasts and low-lying areas. As Mitch struck Honduras and Nicaragua, it was not just a powerful storm, but a devastating beast. It brought with it colossal amounts of rain, leading to catastrophic floods and landslides that made entire villages disappear from the map. Unfortunately, Mitch hurricane took approximately 11,000 lives and millions left homeless, as fertile agricultural land turned into muddy swamps. In September 2017, a terrifying storm swept through the Caribbean and the United States, known as Hurricane Irma, one of the strongest hurricanes on record. Starting in the Atlantic Ocean, Irma transformed into a raging beast with wind speeds reaching 185 miles per hour. Irma hurricane slammed into a cluster of Caribbean islands, leaving behind a trail of destruction in countries like St. Martin and Puerto Rico. The situation at the time was shocking. Homes submerged, buildings crumbling, and thousands forced to abandon their homes. After tearing through the islands, Irma set its sights on Florida, where the greatest threat loomed. The state went into full preparation mode, with millions evacuated. However, the hurricane came and destroyed everything, damage estimates around $50 billion, and more than 100 lives were lost. On August 29, 2005, a fierce storm ravaged New Orleans, and this time, the culprit was Hurricane Katrina. Initially, Katrina began as a tropical storm, but quickly escalated into a powerful hurricane, with wind speeds reaching 175 miles per hour. This storm unleashed the ferocity of nature, threatening the lives of millions and deeply impacting the historic city. When Katrina made landfall, towering waves breached levees, resulting in catastrophic flooding that submerged the streets. In hours, New Orleans transformed from a vibrant city into a nightmarish reality. Over 1,800 lives were lost, and thousands were injured. The hurricane wreaked infrastructure, devastating homes and hospitals. The estimated damage from Katrina was around $125 billion, making it one of the costliest hurricanes in history. On November 8, 2013, an extraordinary storm formed in the heart of the Pacific, known as Typhoon Haiyan, or Yolanda, as it is referred to in the Philippines. This was no ordinary hurricane. It was a colossal threat to everything in its path. With wind speeds reaching 195 miles per hour and atmospheric pressure plummeting to 895 millibars, it left scientists and researchers in awe. When the waves of Haiyan crashed onto the Philippine shores, water swept away homes and submerged streets, leaving behind horrific scenes of destruction. Unfortunately, there's huge loss in lives, over 6,300, and tens of thousands injured. The economic toll was catastrophic, with losses estimated at over $14 billion. In 1979, an extraordinary hurricane emerged in the Pacific, Hurricane Tip. This was no ordinary storm. It was the largest hurricane ever recorded in human history. With a diameter exceeding 1,380 miles, Tip spanned an area almost half the size of the United States. But its size wasn't its only remarkable. Wind speeds reached 190 miles per hour, causing catastrophic destruction as it bore down on Japan. There was no safe harbor from its furious wrath, as it swept away ships, rendering them like toys in the hands of an enraged giant. In October 2015, the world witnessed one of the most powerful hurricanes in history, Hurricane Patricia. Formed in the eastern Pacific off the coast of Mexico, it started as an ordinary storm, but quickly changed into a huge hurricane, shattering every record for intensity. Within days, Patricia's wind speeds reached a staggering 215 miles per hour, making it the most terrifying hurricane ever recorded in the Western Hemisphere. The atmospheric pressure dropped to an astonishing 872 millibars, numbers that reflect the sheer power of a storm no one anticipated. As it approached the Mexican coastline on October 23rd, fear gripped everyone. Coastal cities braced for impact, and citizens rushed to shelters, leaving their homes and belongings behind. Nature was gearing up to showcase its terrifying might, while people waited anxiously for the outcome. Hurricane Patricia became a legend in the world of storms, not only for its destructive power, but also for the astonishing turnaround from a raging monster to a haunting memory. That's it for today. If you have any questions, want us make video about it, tell us in comment.